All right, so now that we've gone through all of card 1, let's take a look at card 2. So you can see here, card 1, shockingly, also began at the beginning of the day. So we either start the whole day again, we have, you know, we go through the day again, or the better option is to start at the beginning and insert these clips in between. So let's find a nice shot of the groom getting ready. That's the first shot that Sam, my second shooter, got. Move me back over here. Those are cute. He's just getting some shots with his groomsmen. Let's get him laughing. Okay, so in and out points are set. So this is a very, very handy trick on your keyboard. To move up and down the timeline quickly, you use your up and down arrow buttons. The left and right ones are going to take you one frame at a time. The up and down ones are going to take you to down for the next cut or in and out point. Down, down, down. You can see how it's just moving straight down the timeline. And when you go up, it takes you to the previous cut point or in and out point. Up, up, up. So what we're going to do, what we're going to do is as soon as the, let's see. So the playhead, you can see here, is at the beginning of this clip. So what we're watching is the clip that is about to be played. Okay, so we have the bride getting ready at that salon. We have some shots of her dress. We have some shots of her flowers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the groom in before the bride gets dressed. So I'm going to hit my overwrite button and it overwrote the bride shots getting dressed. So obviously that's not what we want to do. Let's do Command Z and undo that. So what do? Right here next to the overwrite button is another button called the insert button. And let me show you what the insert button does. The insert button moves everything out of the way so that this clip can come on the timeline. So again, I'm going to undo. So once again, here, I'm going to move my source patch so that you can see the overwrite prioritizes this clip over everything. It will just put this on top of anything that's under it. But the insert button cuts everything in half and moves everything down the timeline to insert this clip by itself. So we don't want that either. So I'm going to Command Z. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here on my timeline. On my A1 line, I'm going to hit this little lock button. And what the lock does is it locks this track. It locks this whole line. It'll lock all of my audio so that nothing can be adjusted. I can't move it. I can't select it. I can't. So here, if I use the insert, it's going to insert and cut everything else, but it's not going to adjust that, that line that's locked. So again, if I wanted to lock this one, let's say that my video source patch is on my V1 line right here, and I try and insert something, it doesn't work. I try and overwrite something, it doesn't work because where I'm telling it to go is locked. However, if I source patch it to the next line up, the insert button right now won't do anything because everything else is locked. So it basically acts the same, but you can see that it's not affecting these at all. So this is how we're going to lay everything down. So again, I want to lock my audio, lock that music track. Just scoot down to find after my bride's details. So right here, I'm going to scroll over. This clip is of the flowers and this clip is of the bride. So before the bride comes on, I want the groom. So we're going to insert. It moves everything down. And if you want to, you can have the card 2 shots on the second line. I prefer to just have them all on the same line. So I'm going to patch it onto the V1 line. Let's see. So let's see if there's any other groom shots that I want. Okay, so the groom's timeline on the wedding day is so different from a bride's. It just takes him so much less time to get ready. This is cute of him with his groomsmen, but I'm gonna come down in my timeline and include that right here after the bride is with her bridesmaids. So again, we're not using the over right now, we're using the insert button. And actually, I'm going to move this one over here as well. So what I do when I change my mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the F button, make sure that my playhead is on there and I'm selected. If I hit the F button, then it'll open that shot over here in my source monitor. And so I have this open. I'm going to scroll over and I'm going to put this, oops, wrong one. I used my overwrite. I want to use the insert and then find it again over here. And I'm actually just going to delete that. Again, just to delete something, you just select it and you just hit the delete button. Because this is the getting ready portion and the groom is not really getting ready here. He's having his photo session with his groomsmen. So here's the groom by himself. Here's some fake getting ready shots. So let's go ahead and do that. Again, I already have that in and out there. And so now what we have is a gap right here. You can see, I'm going to undo it, zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to put this shot down. I'm going to insert it, but we still have this gap here because it's moving the gap down when I hit the insert. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this gap and delete that gap. And that's going to move everything down on my timeline so that all the clips are right next to each other. Okay. So I'm going to include here too, let's say the groom is getting his coat on, and then let's show a shot of his face.
You guys are good to go. Oh, okay, perfect, yeah.
That's cute of him. So let's insert that. Oops, hit the wrong button again. Insert, moves everything else down. Okay, so then what else do we have on this camera? I'm gonna fast forward by using the L button. So you can see if I push the L button once, it's the same as hitting play. If I hit it again, it's gonna go a little faster. Hit it again, it's going a little faster. It's gonna go a little bit faster every time I hit it. However, the quality of the playback also goes down the faster you go. So it's like, so if I wanna go really fast, what I should do is scrub. If I just wanna go maybe like 2 times, then I can just hit that L button. And again, hitting the J button on the keyboard is going to take you backwards. So you can see the groomsmen are about to leave, about to walk backwards. Okay, so that is a really, really useful tip when editing. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like to go through your second card. Again, I'll just fast forward through this. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch that video down below. All right, so now we are done with card 2. Awesome. Okay, so now that we're done with card 2, let's move on to these supplemental cards. Card 3 only has the ceremony in it. And so this is going to be your main camera angle for the ceremony. This is where I'm going to find the groom walking down the aisle with his mom. And then again, I'll fast forward this, but we just want a few of those really poignant, really main shots to be in the wedding movie trailer. So I hope that was clear. I hope that you were able to learn the distinction between the insert and the overwrite buttons, learn about that lock. We learned a few different things in this lesson. All right, that is the end of this video. And now I want you to go through your own footage in card 2 and card 3, the Osmo and the drone, and lay it all down chronologically in your timeline along with all of your shots from card 1.